Yes, yes, Arrested.
So in today, okay. So in today's session, we will start inheritance. So inheritance, I have told you already. Inheritance is one example of polymorphism. So polymorphism means we are creating once, but we will utilize something in many ways. Okay, or in a many form. So what is inheritance? In C++, inheritance is a process in which one object acquires all the properties and behavior of its parent object automatically. In such way, you can reuse, extend, or modify the attributes and behaviors which are defined in other class. That means just like your parents, you are the son or daughter from your parents, so you are inheriting some attributes or property from your mother, from your father, or the great 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 grandfathers, or whoever the ancestors are there in your family. So this phenomenon, that is the extending or inheriting the properties from previous generation, this is called the inheritance in biology. So similarly, in C++, it is possible we can relate two class. Assume there is a one class plus example one, another class is example two. Okay. So I will relate between this example one and example two class in such a way that means example two class will inherit some property from example one class. Okay, so there are different coding technique, there are different constructs available in C++ by which we can relate to different classes. Okay, so next point is in C++, the class which inherits the members of another class is called derived class. So I have told you there are two class, example one class and example two class. So example one class is called parent class, and example two class, which is new in the generation, so they are called the derived class. And whatever the class is, example one, it is called parent class or base class or super class. They all are having the same meaning: parent class, base class, super class. They all have the same meaning. Similarly, child class, derived class, they have the same meaning. Okay. So in C++, the class which inherits a member of another class is called derived class, and the class whose members are inherited is called base class. The derived class is the specialized class of the base class. So derived class or child class is the specialized class for the base class. So the main now see the next point, that is the code reusability. Code reusability means just like in parent class there are some property or function or method you have already defined, which you can inherit from that class and you don't need to write that class, that code. That means parent class, in the parent class there are many things you have already written. This code or this property you can inherit from the parent class and you can deploy as per your requirement. So this is called the code reusability. That means the code you have written once, but in the next generation, this code are automatically used. So that means just like one example, just your parents has done some fixed deposit in the bank account, and now you are studying, you will go for higher study, you will do for management, you will do for training or anything, you will go for a world trip, anything. So your parents will break their fixed deposit and support you. So this is one kind of reusability of the money. Similar thing, reusability, that means your ancestral house, so your ancestors made this house and now you people are staying there. So this is also another example of reusability. Okay, so in the red color in this presentation, this is the prototype or the rule how to create the relation between the parent class and the subclass. So in C++, There are many types of inheritance available: single level inheritance, next is multi-level inheritance, then hybrid inheritance, then multiple inheritance, hierarchical inheritance. These 5 type of inheritance available in C++. Okay. So these are some diagram I have given over here. In any books, you can get this diagram. So assume that in the first diagram, that is the single level inheritance. In this case, class A is the parent class, class B is the child class. Okay. Now see the next diagram. In the next diagram, uh, in the next diagram, in the next diagram here, class A, and this is class B, this is class C, and here you are using the class A, this is class B, this is class B, this is class C. So this is the example of multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance means you are inheriting the property from two parents. So this is also possible in case of C++ inheritance. Next one is the hierarchical inheritance. This is class A is the parent class, class B, class C, class D is the child class. That is more than one child. So next is the class A, class B, class C. So they are the multi-level inheritance. And this is the example of hybrid inheritance. This is class A, class B, class C. If you see from the top of the site, you see that class A will have two children, class B and class C. So if you exclude class B and class D, if you exclude the below one, that is the class C, from the upper side, it is the hierarchical inheritance. Okay. If you exclude class A, this thing, then in the bottom side, it is the example of multiple inheritance. So hybrid inheritance is the mixture of multiple inheritance and also hierarchical inheritance, meaning number 2 and number 3 is given over here. It is a mixture of these two things. Okay, this is hybrid inheritance. Regarding each type of inheritance, we will do at least one program. So this is also one example of hierarchical. This is the visibility mode in C++. So in case of visibility mode, that means some property are inherited in publicly. Publicly means some property are public from the parent class to child class. Some property are protected. Some property are private. Private means that is a private member cannot be accessed to the child class. So these things are you have to consider whenever you will do program in C++. So these are very simple example. These are very simple example. This is public mode inheritance. There is one class parent. In this class, there is a variable public int x. Now, how to write the child class and how to establish relationship between them? You have to write class child colon public parent. Okay, and this child class is called the subclass, and this parent class is called the base class. Okay, and in this child class there is a property that is called the y. So for the child class is accessing the property from the parent class, as well as child class will add its own property. Okay, so now this is the first program you will do, where you have to create an object of child class. So here we will not create the object of parent class. Here we will create the object of child class. Okay. So after doing that, we will initialize the variable that is ob dot x equal to 10, ob dot y equal to 20, and we will print the value. In child class, y equal to ob dot y. In parent class, the value of x equal to ob dot x. So you will get the output as 10 comma in child class y equal to 20, in parent class x equal to how much? 10. This value will be printed. So we will do the first program of today class. So how we will do? So we will open the online compiler. We will open the online compiler for our program. So this is our online compiler. We will do our program over here. The screen is visible to all of you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So in this program, let's see over here. This is our parent class, and how to create child class child colon public parent. So here we are writing public, so no problem. But if I change this public as private, then it will give us trouble. Okay. So this is our program, and we will now explore. So the output is the output of the program is in child class y equal to 20, in parent class x equal to 10. So these are the things we can do. So similarly, in this program, there are two member variable x and y. So now, similarly, I can add a function in the I can add a function in the void this p दिला this parent. Okay. So यहाँ पे p out in parent class. Enter cout x equal to value of x will be printed. Similar type of function we will also insert in the child class. Similar type of function. यहाँ पे display P ऊपर चलो. I will give here display C, capital C, and here I will give in child class. In the child class, we can print the value of x also, since x is the parent class property, and as well as we can print its own property y also. Okay, so what will be the output? Similarly, this is child object, child class object. Child class object is initialized with 10 and 20, and in child class, so now I will remove this line. Now I will remove this line, and we will just call ob dot display. From the child class object, we can call the parent class method. Display P you can call. Similarly, you can call ob dot display of child. So what will be our output regarding this program? Let us check. So this is our output. So similarly, for output, initially ob dot display P, that is parent class display method call in parent class, value of x equal to 10 printed. Okay. Next, ob dot display C in child class, value of x equal to 10. Again, y equal to 10 is printed. So there is one mistake we have done. We have not changed the value of y. Sorry, this should be y. So run this program again. So similarly, in parent class x equal to 10, in child class x equal to 10, y equal to 20. So here, what is going on? From the child class, we are accessing the parent class x variable, and its own variable it will print. And also from here, you can call the parent class display P function also. Okay. So from this display child method, you can call parent class display P method also. So see what will be the output. So in parent class, value of x equal to 10. In child class, value of x equal to 10, y equal to 20. In parent class, x equal to 10. So these are the thing will happen. So similarly, you can access the variable, you can access the parameter also. Okay. So I will share you this program with your chat box. So initially chat box, in the chat box, I will share you the first code. So run the first code over here. Okay, this is the first code. Next, you execute the program. Okay, so let me inform what is your outcome. So anyone get the output?